Hello, everyone, and good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this right now. We are actually in the last day of this week's morning charge on the domino effect, right? And if you have not seen that video, we did a video. I did a video earlier on, and I showed how the domino effect works. All right. So I'm going to do just a quick recap of what we treated a couple of days ago. Then I'm going to explain how you can apply this to your business and become extremely very successful. So, like I said, the domino effect, it's a mechanized approach. All right. Think about farming. Think about the crude way of doing farming and the mechanized way of doing farming. Right. The results are usually very different. Okay. It's faster. It's smoother. Your proceed is better and all of those stuff. So think about putting a mechanized system into the growth of your organization. Okay, that's the domino effect. All right, how can you grow your organization in a mechanized way? All right. Now, the simplest way to understand domino effect is with a very clear definition. You can see on my screen that the domino effect is a situation in which one event causes a series of related events. Just one single event causes a series of related events, okay? One following another. That's the domino effect, all right? And this definition is very big, because when you look at your the RSP, for example, all right, of course, we see a lot of money in it, okay? There are no rules, there are no conditions, all right? And you can actually make a lot of money if everybody just does the same thing, But now, how can we achieve that particular purpose? How can we ensure that in 18 months or less, everybody that comes to the system gets a minimum of $300,000? How can we achieve that? All right. Definitely, there must be a system in place in which one single event can lead or cause a series of repeated events. Okay, because I know, a lot of people, I can tell you that 99% of everybody in this community was excited if after 18 months or less, okay, they've done over $300,000, $500,000 and above. Okay, and remember, we're saying $300,000 as a minimum. Okay, and that's like 1% chances. Okay, but now, how do we achieve this? Okay, I haven't looked at the domino effect. Okay, I haven't taken some time to study it. Looking at how it works. Okay, if you don't know, if you're not used to or cognizant of the domino effect, just go on YouTube and type domino effect and watch a video. I played a video the other day. All right, and I unfortunately I don't have the time to play the video game. But the power of it is that you see that one single slab, okay, falls on one slab, and that second slab takes the same instruction, not a different instruction, the same instruction, and passes it to the third slab. The third slab takes that next instruction, the same instruction, and passes it to the fourth slab. The same instruction goes to the fifth slab, the sixth slab, the seventh slab, the eighth slab, and it continues like that, in that direction. Now, it's amazing that in less than 4 minutes, okay, you can see over 300,000 slabs that were arranged were brought down. Like, boom, they're down. And that's really huge. Because when you look at the 18-month roadmap, okay, I keep saying that, of course, you see that, we don't have a maximum payouts. There's no maximum payout per day, per week, per month, per year in our system. There's not like that. So it simply means that if 1,000 subscription comes in a particular day, and it's connected to your metrics, I mean, you get paid 1,000 times, right? I mean, if 10,000 comes in a month, you get paid 10,000 times, and that's it. So same applies to the subscription. Now, if everybody does their tax in one day, it means that instead of 18 months, okay, you're going to max out the metrics, not max out the entire system, but you're going to max out the metrics in 18 days. Of course, that's a couple of millions of dollars, guys. A lot of money. Now, if everybody does their tax in 1 week, it's going to take like 18 weeks to max out the metrics, not the entire system. Now, imagine if it takes everybody 1 year to do their tax. It means it's going to take 18 years. So the biggest question here is, how soon or how fast can anybody who's onboarding my team do their tax? And the only way we can control that speed is there must be a domino effect. There must be a domino effect. And that domino effect starts from one point. It starts from one point. You must have that in mind. They didn't need 10 slabs to hit it like this before we start seeing action. No, it started from one single point. So the success you're looking for, it doesn't start before you. It starts with you. That's it. So if, for example, the guys ahead of you are not running with a domino effect system, does not necessarily mean that you have to plug into their system. You can start the domino effect from you. Stop looking elsewhere. Stop looking outside. Stop looking at someone who's going to give you that domino effect. If you can't find it currently in your system, that means you need to start it. It starts from one point. And like I always say, the simplest way to get the domino effect, boom, like this, is a message. Is a message. Is a message. So what is everybody in your team? What are they hearing? What are they hearing? What are they listening to? What is the definition of Python signal in your team? What comes to mind? You know, the other day, someone told me that I got to know that somebody bought I don't know, whether for people 5 accounts. I don't understand how to explain that. You bought 5 accounts, that's unnecessary. It also starts with 5 accounts. It starts with just 1 account. Just one. And guess what? Because maybe we have a history that where we're coming from, okay, we didn't run with the domino effect in mind. And that's why we're always thinking of how we can actually set the whole building on fire at once. No, it doesn't work that way. So you see, when people come on board, they want to see how they can beat the system, but not in a smart way. You don't beat the system by buying spots. No, come on, guys. No, you beat the system by sharing the power of the message. Like I always say, it's a call to transfer understanding. How much of the understanding has my team about this? What message do they have in their heart? What message do they have in their mind about what they're doing? That's it. And we have made it so simple and clear that our community at the moment is just about 2 things. Just about 2 things. Listen, guys. Everybody in your organization, everybody in your team, if they wake them up today, they call them on the field and said, what is Python all about? Everybody should be able to say Python is about just 2 things. Guys, it works. And what are these 2 things? Number 1, It's about quality information to grow your mind. And number two, it's about the new way to work. That's all. That's the domino effect, guys. That's the domino effect. That's the message. That is our message to the world. That's our message. That's your message to your friends. So when your friends are talking to you, for example, and tell them, well, currently I'm involved in a project, and the project were just about two things: quality information and new way to work. That's it. So you can spend 2 hours in a presentation, you can spend 4 hours in a presentation, you can spend 8 hours in a presentation. If you've not been able to drive home this single message, that we're all about just two things, no domino effect. So it starts from one point, and that's the message. So if you're having presentations and you're not keeping to the message, guess what happens? You get a different effect. You get a different effect. And I'm going to show you history. I'm going to show you the power of history in my next slide. So that you will understand that these things, they've been tested, they've been tried, they've been proven, and they work. So keep that in the back of your mind. That the domino effect you are not seeing in your team today, for example, if you are not seeing that, it starts, or it can start from you. That's it. You're enough. That's why I said, if you watch the video carefully, all slabs had the same size. Just like every one of us in our team, we are the same. We're humans, guys. We're humans. All slabs had the same size. The same size. The same 24 hours we have. The same brain in our heads. So stop looking elsewhere and start looking inward. Yes, guys, you're capable of starting the effect you need. You're capable. That's it. You're capable of starting the effect you need. Stop looking for one guy out there I need to call. No, guys. Remember that guy. If that guy did not sit down one day and realize that the domino effect can start from him, he will be looking for someone else. So imagine if all of these slabs were arranged carefully, like this, just like the RSP put together, that with just one single task, multi people, like thousands of people, hundreds of thousands, millions of people can turn out to be millionaires in dollars. Yes, the system has been put together. Very simple. But guess what? If all the slabs are put together, points on points, parts on parts, and no one started effect, it's useless. So you can wake up right now, or you can, listening to me today, you can say, okay, you know what? Going forward, I want to start that effect in my organization. I am building a multi-million-dollar organization. And the domino effect starts from me. It starts with my message. It starts with keeping to the right language. That's why, if you notice, I am so big on language. I'm so big on message, guys. I mean, there's a lady that's been on board for about, I think she's been on board for like 8 months or so. Yesterday, 2 days ago, she wrote me that, for some reason, she said she wants to start building a business again, okay? I'm like, great. And by the way, she's earned like tens of thousands of dollars from the system already. Okay, so of course she's made thousands of dollars in tens, like 10, like six figure dollars, okay, income. So, is that 5 figure? 6 figure, I don't know. So I told her, you know what? She said, okay, so you need to give me a clue on what to do. I said, no. See what you need to do. I sent her one video. I sent her just 2 videos. I sent her the science behind the $500 presentation, and I sent her the video in language. Guess what happened? The following day, she did a presentation, okay? And by the next day, she sent me a message. She said, okay, I'm on fire. Like, people, I'm just using the language and it's working. Like people are like getting into the community just like that. They're just plugging in. And she said, "Okay, I've made a decision. I'm not going to miss any money charge." My friend I was speaking with from the US, who's part of the system, he said, "Okay, man, I mean, if anybody's not even, if you are not, the $500, let's assume, the money charge, the information you're getting from the money charge actually is way enough. It's way enough. It's beyond $500 a year. Because you're getting insights that you can actually see, pick, and put anywhere, copy and paste, and see success results, and that's it. So it starts from one point. Now, she has now aligned herself with the domino effect. And guess what happens? Slabs are beginning to hit slabs. That's the vision. That's the goal. Same speed, same action, same result. No rock star or superior. Systematic, planned. So the lessons from the domino effect. You know, we are privileged to have a kind of a conversation plan that was thoughtfully put together. Okay, if you have never really listened to my masterclass about the RSP, you may not really understand how powerful the RSP was put together. You know, everything has been taught together. Everything has been taught, guys. Everything was thought through, such that with just you do your tasks, you open all the opportunities like this. So think about it this way: well planned. The slabs, the domino effect doesn't start until that slab. There must be that first slab to hit the next slab. Remember my favorite quote: how can the last man get the next man without the first man? Domino effect. Now, let's look at history. History repeats itself. You know, history repeats itself. Now, I'm gonna base the success, okay, of the domino effect on one principle, or rather, on one principle, and I call that principle simplicity. Remember, I can never say it enough, guys. It's got to be simple, guys. It's got to be simple. Like, if the message you're running with is not simple, forget it. There's no domino effect in it. I'm sorry, with all due respect, I understand that you've been in this industry for 10 years, 20 years, but guys, listen guys. If you want to see domino effect, if you want to get out of the field as soon as possible, think simplicity. Every slab can do it. That's big, guys. Look at it carefully. Every slab can do it. Every slab can do it. The way your team is growing right now, okay, be frank with yourself. Can everybody do it? Yeah. Look at Kodak. Let's go with history. You know, Kodak, produced this cameras, you snap, boom. Founded in 1800, okay? Big company. Then you want to take a picture, you pay a photographer, boom. Snap on Kodak, with Kodak, boom. They're growing big. But guess what, guys? Smartphone came and took them out of business. Why? Simplicity, guys. You do not need to be a professional photographer now to take a good picture. But Kodak was always designed for people who are professionals. I mean, you hear this person say, I'm a big leader. Guys, no guys. Don't, if your system is designed to only work for big leaders, no domino effect. You can put $1 million on this. Kodak thinking that, oh, professionals. Oh, I've read this book, I've read that book, I've done this, I've done that. No domino effect, guys. Professionals. But now, smartphone, anybody can take a picture. Simplicity. Every slab can do it. That's the biggest thing we're thinking right now. What am I doing right now that everybody in my team can do? That's the domino effect. Okay, let's look at post office. I've only said it again and again. Post office. Look at the system. Boom. Write a letter, put it in an envelope. Boom. Travel some distance. Push it. Boom. And send it through. Look. You have to go through traffic. If you live in my kind of a city, you have traffic. You know, it's cumbersome. Process. Too many process. Complexity, guys. All Gmail did, which is electronic mail, what email did actually, was to what? Take away the complexity. Made it simple. Anybody, at any point in time. Think about it this way, guys. You can't send a letter at 12 midnight. You can't. You can't leave your house and say you want to post a letter at midnight. Post office. Complex. But now there's an email system, there's a Gmail that takes away all of this complexity. Boom! $1 billion company. Simplicity. History repeating itself. History always repeats itself, guys. Oh, let's come back to what everybody knows. Perhaps everybody has an account on Facebook, and perhaps MySpace. I just hope more people know about MySpace, but you remember that there was a MySpace before Facebook. But why is it that the world accepted Facebook? Of course, you know, MySpace needed, if you needed to customize your environment, you needed to put some set of codes, set of code and all this. Guess what? It means that you need to be a smart geek, you need to be a programmer and all of those things. And Facebook came and took away those nonsense codes, took it out. Took those codes out. And anybody could just click a button, and that's it. And guess what happened? From 0 customers to over 2 billion customers. Power of simplicity. All big organizations you see today, they use simplicity to achieve the domino effect. You want to grow numbers? Like you want to see your organization have stunning, like mind-blowing numbers. Simplicity is a secret to achieving domino effect. And that's why from the slide to the message, to the language, to the closing, everything needs to be simple. Before you, listen guys, and that's why a lot of people can be successful, because I always say it takes a complex mind to build a simple product, and it takes a simple mind to build a complex product. Look at history, right guys? Look at it. These people moved and were able to, affect 1 billion customers. All because of one thing. They made the process simple. They were focused on more people. Every slab can do it. Keep that in the back of your mind, guys. If there's anything you want to leave this morning charge with today, you want to see that domino effect in your organization. Remember, guys, the multi-million-dollar organization you're building of subscribers, guys. Think about it this way. Every slab can do it. This is my last slide, the growth strategy. Superstars, few people doing more. Superstars. You know, some growth strategy, okay, they focus on recognition. You know, when I was building the RSP, guys, we're building the RSP, we're not looking at recognition, we're looking at development. Because first level, second level, third level, oh yeah, this rank, that's recognition, guys. It's about few people doing more. Recognition. No, it's far from it, guys. No, it's far from it. The domino effect doesn't run on recognition. It runs on development. That's it, guys. It doesn't run on recognition. No. This is not a platform for rockstars. No, guys. It's not. It's not. It's about developing people. It's not about recognizing some guy as superstar. No, guys. It's not. Oh, he's the crypto engineer, or is the marketing engineer. No, guys. No. That's not the domino effect. Domino effect. Listen, all slabs are the same. All slabs are the same. All slabs are the same. Okay. The growth strategy is not designed around recognition. Keep that in mind. Every slab can do it. Every slab can do it. Everybody I'm talking to about my business, everybody that comes to my organization, they can do it. The domino effect takes its root from the rising star. More people do less. More people do less. The focus is to develop. It's not to recognize, it's to develop. What is your team running with? Superstars? Because some people out there, they're like, I'm looking for a guys. No. You know, I mean, I get those calls every day. You know, tell me, oh, there's this big leader somewhere. I say, I'm sorry, guys. System was put together to develop, not to recognize. I'm sorry. It's put together to develop or not to recognize. Yeah. Remember Kodak, professionals. You needed professionals who can snap pictures. No. Out of business. Recognition, boom. No domino effect on that. I said, I'm sorry, guys. System was put together to develop. We want to develop more millionaires. We don't want to celebrate few, just some guy with some rock stars. No, guys. So what is your team running with, guys? Is your approach to attract? Looking for one big guy, looking for one big guy, looking for one big guy. This big guy somewhere. And some very annoying part of it is that it said the big guy doesn't have $500. Very, very funny. Personally, I don't know where people are learning that strategy to pay for people. No. That's a wrong strategy, guys. Don't pay for anybody. Don't pay for anybody. With $500 and your tax, if you can't do it, forget about it. Maybe later tomorrow, next year, I don't know. I said the big question, some people answered it 2 months ago, some answered it last week, some answered it today, some answered it tomorrow, some answered it next year. It's okay, guys. No, don't catch anybody, man, guys. You guys be confident. We know exactly what we've designed. We're sure about it. I mean, earlier in the early hours of this morning, I woke up and there's some program or project that's making around, and I checked it out. I was amazed that people up until this point who subscribe to the program, they go on the website, there is no founder. I mean, there's no founder, there's no founder, and people are subscribing to it. Crazy, guys. I'm like, in this age and time, after all the scams that people have gone through, you're still running and saying, okay, they will pay you some returns every other week or every other month or every other day. It's going to crash. It's going to crash. But if you're clear about what you're doing, why not show your face? Python Signal, go in there, 3 founders, you've seen us there, live and direct. A number of you have seen me. You have my phone numbers, we speak. That's it. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those doing it. Keep that in mind. Those who say it cannot be done should not stop those who are doing it. If you've made up your mind to be a doer, then let's do it. Remember, the domino effect is real. It can take you from 0 to 1. can take your business to the next level faster than you can ever imagine. You can just max out your entire system, just like this. All right, guys. Thank you very much for this. I do hope I was able to explain that very, very well. Thank you very, very much. And if you have any question, I'm open to answer it. Thank you very much.